Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. Welcome to a new video. So today's video, inshallah, will be about the following surah, which is Surah Al-Inshiqaq. Al-Inshiqaq in Arabic, so the equivalent word of splitting. So before we start, we need to agree on something, some basic rule. As we discussed before, if we have one object, so that object has a lot of names, it refers to the greatness of that object. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also it will be great regarding to the variety of the characteristics of that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like merciful, powerful, wise, the owner of everything. So for that reason, he had a lot of characteristics. For that reason, you have a lot of names. For that reason, it's like basic rule in Arabic. Basic rule, like having one object with a variety of names, it means equals to the greatness. Because of course, if I start giving description, each name with one characteristics, it means like it's a grade. For example, if I have a car, this car black and Mercedes and recent and maybe fast, of course, and maybe working with electricity. So I got 5. So I can say my black car, my recent produced or manufactured car, my Mercedes car, my black car, my electric car. So I got 5. As more as I have names, as more as I have a characteristics or features, so as more as I have a great car. For that reason, we understand the greatness of something may be we can refer to it by using variety of names. For that reason, the Arabian race gave 1,000 name to the sword, 1,000 name to the wine, 1,000 name to the lion. Okay, like Osama, Layth, Ghadanfa, Asad, Sab'. These names for the same thing, which is the for one object, which is the lion. Okay, guys. So that's the first rule. So variety of names means the greatness of something, and also the repetition. If you repeat something a lot, for example, do your homework, do your homework, do your homework. So you understand, do your homework is very important. So in Juz' Amma, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala repeated, more than one time, repeated a lot about one object, which is the Day of Judgment. If you look, so we got Surah Al-Zalzala, Surah Al-Ghashiyah, Surah Al-Inshiqaq, Surah Al-Buruj, Surah Al-Tariq, and also Surah Al-Infitar, and Surah Al-Nazi'at, Surah Al-Naba. All of these surahs are focusing at the same subject, which is the Day of Judgment. And in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is surahs, full surahs, like Surah Al-Haqqa, Surah Al-Ghashiyah, Surah Al-Zalzala. It's about that. So it's the same object. Each aspect with one characteristic. For example, in the Day of Judgment will be earthquake. So it's Al-Zalzala. So the Day of Judgment covering every man. So it will be covering every man. So it will be Al-Ghashiyah. Okay? So the day of Al-Inshiqaq, the day of splitting, because everything we come up with in this life, it will be upside down. We come up with a flat sky, we come up with a stable land. So in the Day of Judgment, there will be earthquake and the sky with a splitted. So that's today's theme. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts saying, when that day comes, to you, when the sky, flat sky, starts splitted, and also the ground start the ground start shaking, and also the ground is designed to swallow things. For example, like it's swallowing the dead people, so it start pushing them up. Okay, in this case, when you got splitted sky, when you got shaked land, when you got, buffing land, buffing the dead people out of it, buffing the precious stews, the precious minerals out of it, you understand that that day is the day of judgment. Okay, so I made this like a mark for the day of judgment. So you can call it the day of splitting, which is the day of Alensheqaq. I hope you got the idea. It's wonderful, really wonderful. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that gives you a small vision and clear and short vision about all of this life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when that does happen, okay, the shaking and the splitting and so and so and so you understand it's the day of judgment. So that's how it works. So if you received your book by your right hand, it means all of the upcoming events, so it will be easy. You come back to your family and to your people, you come up happy, you will be happy. But if you receive it in the left hand, or when you try to work or to be smart, you think that you're going to cheat Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the angel, and you're trying to hide your left hand behind your back and stretching only the right hand, so your book keep flying and it will be stuck with your beyond your back. So whether you receive it in the left hand, or it will be stuck, or to your left hand or to your back. So in this case, that's the bad mark. So what's coming is going to be the worst. So in this case, because you don't think that you will come back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala start saying to us, that's the whole thing. So you are in a test in this life. So you have to be working for this for that day. At the end of the surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us, okay, people, these believers are lying. They want to deceive you away with that. And believers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him like a happy news about, endless wage. So you work, for example, in this life, you work, for example, for 8 hours, then you get paid regarding this. But they don't get, they don't give you the money continuously. But with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you just work for a small period of time in this earth, and when you come back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His age, لهم أجر غير ممنون. It means like they have endless wage. That was for today. Jazakumullah khairan. See you inshallah in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.